You have everything you were told would make you happy. The job, the relationship, the square footage, the version of life that, on paper, looks like a life. And yet, somewhere in the quiet hours, a feeling you cannot quite name, like you are watching your own life from a slight distance, like the days are passing through you instead of being lived by you. You are not ungrateful. You are just quietly asking, is this it? On the field of Kurukshetra, Arjuna is asking the same question in a different language. He has spent his whole life becoming the warrior the world said he should be. And now, in the moment that was supposed to be his greatest, he sits in his chariot, paralyzed. The trophies of his life have not prepared him for the truth of his life. Krishna, calm beside him, is about to describe what a real life actually looks like, not a successful one, a real one. Krishna does not begin with achievement. He begins with humility. The wise life, he says, starts with the quiet recognition that you do not have it all figured out, that the world is bigger than your opinions, that the people around you are carrying things you cannot see. Most of us spend years building a life loud enough to never have to say, I don't know. Krishna is gently suggesting that real life begins the moment you can. Then, patience, not the gritted teeth kind. The kind that comes from understanding that nothing important arrives quickly, not depth, not love, not the slow becoming of a person you can respect. Krishna is describing someone who has stopped racing against their own life, who has stopped treating their existence like a deadline. Real living, he is saying, has a different rhythm than productive living, than evenness of mind. The wise person, Krishna says, is not undone when things go well, and not destroyed when things fall apart. This is not coldness, it is depth. Think of the people in your life who have a steadiness about them, not the loudest, not the most successful, the ones who feel like the floor does not move when they are standing on it. That is what Krishna is pointing at, and he is saying, it is available to you. Then, something harder, non-clinging, not to your spouse, not to your children, not to your home, not in the sense of loving them less, in the sense of holding them without gripping, loving them without making them responsible for your wholeness. Krishna is not asking you to love less. He is asking you to love in a way that does not slowly suffocate the people you love most. This is one of the hardest teachings in the Gita, and one of the truest. Then, the willingness to look directly at what most of us spend our lives avoiding: birth, old age, sickness, death. Krishna is not being morbid, he is being kind. A life that pretends none of this is coming, he says, is a life lived in flinching. A life that has made peace with all of this can finally relax. Real life is not the absence of these things, it is the willingness to live with them in the room. Then, love of solitude, not loneliness, solitude, the capacity to be with yourself without immediately reaching for noise. Most of us cannot spend 10 minutes alone without checking our phones. Krishna is describing someone who can sit with themselves and find beneath the silence, not emptiness, but company, the deepest company there is, the self that has been there all along, waiting for you to come home. And finally, steadiness in the truth of the self. This is what all the others were leading to. The wise life, Krishna is saying, is not built on what you do, what you have, or even what you believe. It is built on the slow, lifelong remembering of what you actually are, beneath the roles, beneath the noise, beneath every story your life has put on you. There is something in you that was never separate from the eternal. To live a real life is to live more and more from there. You are not failing at life because you sometimes feel like you are watching it from a distance. You are noticing what most people spend their whole lives avoiding. The life you have been handed is not the life you have to keep. Krishna's gift to Arjuna, and through him to you, was a different kind of map, not to a more successful life, to a real one. And the real one is closer than you think. It begins the moment you stop performing your existence and start, very slowly, inhabiting it.